So I'm here with Brad from Crestron. Always a heaving booth, as per usual. What's kind of new on the stand this year, I guess, is the first question?
So there are a lot of really new and exciting things on the booth, the stand this year. One of them is Sightline. We call it the Sightline experience, really demonstrating a fully equitable meeting room experience in some of those larger rooms.
Okay.
Multi-camera experience, displays around the room. It really ensures that the people inside of the room have a really great experience, the same as those on the remote end of the experience. So it's been a really powerful demo. Many people have come through to see it, but it really also demonstrates the full power of the Crestron ecosystem to create a great room experience.
That seems to be a huge topic of conversation at the moment, that trying to make the experience the same for those at home that they are in the office. But that produces a lot of challenges. I guess maybe having a portfolio the size of Crestron's helps in that regard, because you can plug gaps.
Yeah, that's right. I think one of the strengths of Crestron is, of course, the broad product portfolio, so you can solve all these different problems. The challenge that presents for me as a marketing person is, how do you show that? How do you get people to appreciate what it is that you can do for them? And I think that this year we've tried a new approach in terms of showing the varieties of ways that Crestron gets deployed to enable modern work. And one of the things that really guides us is less about creating the same experience at home and in the office, but rather the best experience for wherever you're at. And that's an important element of having all the variety to be able to do that.
I guess the innate difficulty of providing the same experience is that none of the venues in the home are the same as each other.
Right.
It's, at least in office, there is a relative uniformity there. Homes, you could be in a kitchen, upstairs bedroom, in the loft, basement. That's a really hard thing for sound and for vision.
Right, exactly. Well, but then that extends to like the meeting room experience, right? And one of the things that we noticed as we were getting back into full-time work and have these really hybrid meetings is actually solving the problem for the people that want to communicate that are in the room together, without excluding those remote participants, where there are a lot of really great solutions that frame each of the speakers individually for the remote participant that actually can hinder the collaboration experience for those that are actually in the room too. And so we've tried to find some really unique solutions to create the experience that is best tuned for wherever you're at and what you're doing.
Sure. And I guess that'll be one of the kind of themes talked about, because you're hosting your own event later on this year. Can you tell us a little bit about that, maybe?
Yeah, sure. Clearly, the fundamental way that we do work has changed forever.
Yeah.
And the reality is, so many of us are still searching for the best way to enable modern
Absolutely,
work, right? We all have many ideas, but it'll require an iterative approach. So how can we gather people together, talk about those trends, talk about how others have solved it, talk about, what might we need for the next iterations as well. So hosting an event called Modern Work Summit, it's really an opportunity for integrators and then customers and consultants to come together and talk about those trends and key findings and opportunities.
So you're looking at it as a kind of almost exchange of information, kind of almost.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a training event like come do Crestron. It's, hey, let's share information. So it's in Madrid the end of May 23rd and 24th. And we did this in September in the US. Turned out to be a fantastic knowledge sharing event.
Wonderful. Brad, always lovely to talk to you. Best luck with the rest of the show. Bye-bye.
Thank you.